So Alan Shearer is the Premier League's record goal scorer, while Thierry Henry scored a club record 175 Premier League goals in 258 appearances for Arsenal. Now, a 23-man shortlist for 6 more inductees has also been announced. They will be decided by a fans' vote. I love that, which closes on May the 9th at 6 p.m. One of the men on that list is Manchester United legend and talkSPORT's very own Andrew Cole. He is on air every Sunday from 2 o'clock on Sunday Sessions. Really enjoy that show. He scored 187 Premier League goals and won 5 Premier League titles.
No, I don't think there's no pen.
One pen. There's one.
Is it one pen?
One.
Well, let's ask him. Andy Cole joins us now. Good morning.
Morning, Andy.
Morning.
Good morning.
Andrew, before we start, can you set the record straight? Is it one or none?
One.
Ha.
One.
Yes.
Oh, man, you've killed me, Benny. What were you thinking about, Andy? I mean, what made you take one penalty?
Well, it was forced upon me.
Okay.
I had no option.
Well, look, thanks for joining us. As I said, it's really fun listening to you on Sunday, actually. I really quite enjoy that mix. It's 3 very different men in a room together, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. No, but for me personally, it's really enjoyable. I think we all get something out of it. We all have a good laugh, but it's a good Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. First of all, tell us about how you feel about being nominated, because this is quite an honour, it must feel.
Very much so. To be nominated is very, very special. I think we all strive for whatever we do, and in footballing terms, I strive to win as much as I could do, score goals and enjoy my career, and I've done just that. But to be one of the nominees, is a very special feeling.
Look, I'm looking at the list, Andy, and you know something, mate? See, when you look at it, you could make a case for every one of the guys in it, because the standard and the quality of the players that are involved are getting mentioned is as you would expect. It's top class. Yeah,
like you said, as you would expect. But in saying that, the Premier League over many, many years has been an unbelievable league. We've been fortunate to have some fantastic players playing that league. So the players that have been nominated, rightly so, because for their respective clubs, they've been fantastic ambassadors for their countries as well.
I mean, this is going to be announced. When is it? It's closing. I said it a second ago. Closing in May, yeah. And then it's going to be announced the next 6. Those 2 that are already in it, Alan Shearer and Thierry Henry, do you feel like, as a fellow footballer, played against them, know them probably quite well as well, do you feel like that was right, those 2 to go in first?
Yeah, I've got great respect for the pair of them. 2 totally different players, 2 totally different individuals, but the way they played the game, what they've done for the respective clubs and countries, is phenomenal. So to see the pair of them voted in at the same time, they deserve it. Rightly so.
And Coley, with the guys left on the list, I mean, if you could have one vote and pick one player to go in next, who would your vote go to?
If I'm not choosing myself?
Of course, obviously I knew that was coming, but yeah. But take yourself aside. The rest of the list.
Oh man, Ben, I can't answer that question. To be brutally honest, you know the list. You look at the list and you look at these individuals. You turn around and say to yourself, "Well, if these 6 don't get in now, when are they going to get in?" Whatever people decide to choose or whatever. So that's a tough question. Because like I said, they've all been phenomenal players.
Andy, just looking at it, mate. Moving on to things, United. Obviously a draw at Leeds, but look as though they've kind of second place, if not guaranteed. You think Champions League's absolutely guaranteed, and could potentially be a Europa League champion for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm thinking off the top of my head that would be a successful season, wouldn't it?
No, I would look at it as a successful season. I think that the mandate every season is to try and get yourself in the Champions League. Of course, it's to try and win the Premier League, because everyone wants to win the Premier League. What Manchester United, every season they've improved. I think they might be a little bit disappointed that they have not pushed Manchester City more in the Premier League. I think they've had the opportunity to do that, especially when they're at the top of the league. But it hasn't worked out the way they would have liked. But to finish second, have a great opportunity to get to the Europa League final. They have to win it, in my eyes, for the season to be deemed as successful.
And Coley, for another one of your former sides, Manchester City, obviously beating Tottenham at the weekend. I mean, what about them in the Champions League? Do you think this is maybe their year that they can go on and win it?
Maybe. They've got a real tough game. think tomorrow they play a real tough game. I think PSG will be in the same boat as them, believing this is going to be their year after getting to the final last season. So I'm looking forward to that game because I think it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
Attack and play in the right way.
Andrew, thanks for joining us this morning. People can hear you on Sunday. You're back on air with Sam Matterface, Perry Groves as well from 2 o'clock, aren't you?
I believe so, yes.
Unless one of those is taking another holiday. God knows, they do it quite a lot, don't they? Andrew, thank you so much for your time. We'll speak to you again soon.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you. No problems. Enjoy your day.
Take care. See you later. We're going to open this up to you because there are some incredible names on this 23-man shortlist. I won't read them all, but just some of them. Tony Adams, David Beckham, Didier Drogba, Ashley Cole, of course, Andrew Cole there, Steven Gerrard, Matt Le Tissier, Michael Owen, Roy Keane, John Terry, Van Persie, Patrick Vieira and Wright. I mean, there are just Eric Cantona, Sol Campbell. Probably did more, to be fair. Let us know who you think should be the next ones to go in. 81089 at TS Breakfast. That's difficult, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm going to set you to a challenge to pick your next one.
I've put 5 in there, but Coley there for me. He has to be in there next.
Is he number one then?
Have seen what he's won?
Next.
You spoke about his 3rd highest goal scorer, 5 Premier League titles, Champions League. He's got to be in there next.
Is he your next one as well, Ali?
Oh.
Have a think.
No, I do not. I'm just having a look, and I do not have a problem with Coley being next. But I'm just thinking that are we missing anybody? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I've got 5 down. I've got 5, but one of them is a bit. Because why is Rooney not on the list? I need to know why he's not on the list.
I don't know why he's not on the list because I think he's eligible because he was one of the names that we came up with first yesterday.
Yeah, of course it was.
He is eligible because he played in the Premier League, so obviously that's all of it. When you go into that Hall of Fame, only the stuff you do in the Premier League is taken into account. But also, he's not playing anymore. He is a manager now, which means that he is eligible.
Yes, correct.
He would be in there, definitely in this 6.
In order to be eligible for induction in 2021, players must have been retired by August the 1st, 2020. Was he still player manager there? He was. Do you think that's why then?
Maybe.
We've just figured it out like
So is he next year? Is he next year then?
Perhaps he will be. He'll definitely be in
So
next year.
what are they doing? Is it 2 every year, or how's it working?
Can't give you that
I
information.
know.
Rub that name out.
Who
now.
knows?
I just did what you do to Steve there.
6 every year. Well, we're doing the next 6. That's closing on May the 9th, and that's going to be a public vote, so it must be the next 6. They must do 6 a year. Who knows? Oh, it could be amazing though, couldn't it? All right, come up with your top 5 then before the end of the show. And if you want to get involved as well, 81089 at TS Breakfast. You can let us know who you think the next people are to be inducted